your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us. Hey, man!
Lita Ford, Queen of Rock and Roll, brought dogs with her. Big wolfhounds wearing doggy sweaters.
They're heavy metal denim jackets.
They look cool. It's a Chihuahua, and this guy's like a Chihuahua mix, or is he all Chihuahua too?
No, she's Chihuahua.
She?
Yeah.
She's a little butch to be a she.
She's long hair.
Is she a lesbian?
Yeah.
Your dog?
Yeah, she screws her little...
She took umbrage with that.
Lesbian?
The dog got mad.
Good girl.
There's nothing wrong with that, my love.
Woo. Good girl.
Lita Ford is on Mohr Stories right now, and there are like 14 dogs in my garage. I got my dogs, Lita's dog, her business manager, Sarah, Matty Boy's got his dog here. It's a damn dog party, and but your dog's wearing sweaters. It's nice and warm. And when your guitarist... Denim jackets. But it's like instead of
heavy metal denim jackets.
I like it because it doesn't look like jokes. Like it looks like Slayer, but instead it says slobber.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Megapet.
Yeah, Megapet instead of Megadeth. Ozzy Posborn. Now, do the bands have to sign off on that?
I don't know.
Well, you might want to find out.
These were Christmas gifts for
How
the
great
dogs.
would it be if you found a stray dog and was wearing a denim jacket that just said "Runaway"?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Or Cherry Bomb or something.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb.
That'd be killer.
Literal runaway wearing a runaway denim jacket.
That'd be so cute. I have to take him home.
Naturally, especially if you had the denim dog thing. So you got a bunch of dates I want to get to early coming up in January, and you guys, Lita Ford, by the way, you're it. Like I think you're the most genuine article of any heavy metal. Certainly, I don't want to separate the men from the women, but the fact that the Runaways, that you guys were up and running and on the road at like 16 years old, there's nothing like more punk than that. There's nothing more metal than that. You were like the embodiment of anti-establishment. What were your parents thinking letting you go on the road at 16 years old to other countries and other states?
They weren't.
They weren't?
They weren't thinking.
Were you a runaway?
No. I had great parents. My parents were so supportive. My mother had this really thick Italian accent, and she would say to me, "Oh, Lita, the Black Sabbath is so nice. Play the Black Sabbath for me. Oh, and the Black Magic Woman, Santana. Play me the Santana one more time.
You're
on the
Italian.
Judas Priest. Oh, Lita, and Alice Cooper.
It's
He's
the
so
coolest
nice."
mom I've ever heard of in my life. My mom's listening to Glenn Miller, Little Brown Jug.
Hey,
Here
who's
comes
that
Mitch.
walking in?
Is this Mitch, your guitarist?
Yes.
Everybody's coming. Hey, Mitch.
Hey, Mitch.
How are you, buddy? Welcome aboard. Oh, Jesus Christ. How are you? Grab some pine over here.
Your business depends on software. All your apps, your databases, your social media, everything. So the last thing you need is a problem with it. New Relic Software Analytics gives you powerful, real-time insights into your software so you can spot problems and fix them before they become big problems. Check it out free. It's free, you guys, for 30 days. Go to newrelic.com/radio. 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 Now more with Lita Ford.
All right, so Mitch, Lita Ford's guitarist, has settled in. There's now 14 dogs in your lap. The dogs love Mitch. You have animal magnetism, man.
He is.
Hold the mic real close to your mouth when you talk, just because they're not expensive mics.
I got you.
How long have you two been playing together?
Oh, boy.
That's kind of we've known each other for 30 years. I mean, a long time. And we've played together since we first met each other, but we haven't really done it officially until the last 2 years.
How many times does it happen where somebody who, you're a solo act, Lita, and then but Mitch, you've said many times, and through correspondence with powers that be, it's like she's bringing her guitarist. Like Mitch is your guy.
Yeah.
Like, how do you settle on that? What is it about a guitarist that you're like, I don't really want to be on stage with anybody else except Mitch. Mitch is the guy that completely gets what I'm doing, considering you're a vicious guitarist yourself. What is it that he does?
Well, I'll tell you what it is.
Your voice changed, Lita. No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I
told you I was a little hoarse
You're a little
today.
Hoarse. Mitch, what is it? How do you become someone's personal guitarist?
You know what? There's a natural feel, in how you learn how to play guitar, what you listen to when you're growing up, what you like. You have a way of attacking a guitar, and everyone has one, and our two styles just really, really fall together. We know each other so well, we can kind of look at each other and know what's going to go on, know where. If somebody veers a little bit off course, it's no big deal because the other can catch the other.
Is it like
we got each other's back on
Is
stage.
it like a duel sometimes, like Keith and Ronnie Wood, like where they kind of duel back and forth, that sword play, or is it like
it is
one? Is there a definitive lead and a definitive rhythm?
I'd call it more a duet than a duel because we're not trying to blow each other off the stage. In fact, that's part of what makes what we do work, is that everything we do towards each other seems to be complementary to the other.
Yeah.
Not trying to go, hey, you can't play this, ha ha ha.
Right.
It's more like I love the way she hears stuff and vice versa.
Yeah.
And we, I kind of call it, it's like when you shoot at a target, you aim at the yellow bullseye. There's, a lot of different people, there's a lot of different targets you can aim at. We're always seeming to aim for the same target.
Yeah.
That's cool. And right before you got here, Lita was telling us about her Italian mother, saying, "Oh, Lita, the Black Sabbath, I love it."
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard of a mom that cool. Like, your mom really dug heavy metal that much?
She was so cool. She never questioned me when I came home at 4 a.m. She never said, you smell like cigarettes and alcohol. Where have you been? She would never ask me. I would just pass her as she was going to work and I was going to bed. She was.
What about where does school fit in? Because you were a teenager.
Supportive. Yeah. I went to school every day. When I got out of school, I would go from Long Beach. I would drive south an hour to pick up Sandy, the drummer, in Huntington Beach. And then the two of us would drive up to North Hollywood to rehearse. And then I would take her home to Huntington Beach, drop her off, and then drive back to Long Beach, go to bed by midnight, and then get up the next morning and go to school.
Why? Did you wear like rock and roll clothes to school?
Nah, I wore jeans and T-shirts.
And you were a Long Beach kid.
But I would always get in trouble because I never wore bras. So I was always being sent to the nurse's office. My dad would have to bring me a bra to school.
Is that a medical situation?
I just hated them.
This 15-year-old isn't wearing a bra. We better call in a doctor.
Well, I had big boobs.
What creeps.
So I think the teachers were getting hard-ons or something.
Long Beach Public School. Send her to a doctor because she's not wearing a bra. We know just the remedy for that. Of course, Cherry Curry, Joan Jett, Jackie Fox, Sandy West, and Jackie Fox, rest in peace.
Sandy West.
Sandy West?
Yeah. Jackie's not dead yet.
Well, you didn't hear? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Apparently, you're dead. I typed in Lita Ford, and it
I'm
said
dead too.
It said Lita Ford dead.
Yeah, I've died a few times.
You
this
died
year.
November 13th on a jet ski accident in Turks Caicos.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
For a dead rock and roll goddess. You look
Thank
good.
you.
This is the best looking zombie in America right now.
I'll say. Ozzy has to bite the heads off of bats. You just sit at home comfortably and let people write that you're dead.
Comfortably dead.
How surprised were people the next night when you walked out on stage not dead?
It was pretty awful actually when I died the first time. I think it was a couple.
How many times have you died on internet hoaxes?
I usually die once a year.
What is it about you that they pick you in the death pool? I got you living a long time. I'm looking at you. You look good. You're in good spirits. You look pretty healthy. I have
a freaky ex-husband that likes to. I'm not sure that it's him, but I would bet that it probably is him that's doing that.
You've been through some trials and tribulations that I'll stay away from because I'm sure you don't want to, there's other people involved that
Yeah.
may not be old enough to vote that we want to keep out of this.
Yeah.
So at Runaways, when you guys hook up with Kim Fowley, how old are you when you all wind up a band?
Me, I was the oldest, and I was 17 when the record came out. The first record.
Now
Me and Joan were 17.
Joan.
Even though it says 16 on the record.
Well, you got to.
She's full of crap.
You're going to call it...
She's 3 days younger than me. 3 days.
Oh, so you were listed as 17. She was listed as 16.
Uh-huh.
Well, she's smart.
Is that what that is? Or
I
is
guess.
that a liar?
It bothers you to this day.
Yeah.
You're the one that brought it up.
Well, she's lying. She's the same age as me. Exactly.
Well, you both
3 days.
You both look fantastic, and you both are excellent at what you do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Usually in a band, there's every band has like lead singer syndrome, and there's an alpha male. But in an all teenage girl band like the Runaways, is there an alpha female?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how you shred. I was looking up at some old YouTube videos, and I was stunned at 17 years old that you got after the guitar like that. Maybe that's why your mom loved Black Sabbath so much, because she heard you playing it, because it's impressive.
Yeah.
So you were the oldest one.
Yeah.
And you were the alpha female. So it was not a democracy.
No, I was the one that always asked the questions, and I was the one that was always the one that was pushing the band ahead, and I was the more business, come on, let's get to sound check. This doesn't sound right. Let's do it again. You're late for this photo session. Where the hell have you been? I was the one cracking the whip.
How did you like the movie The Runaways?
I actually didn't see it.
I don't think anybody else did either.
Good.
Kristen Stewart is Joan Jett, and who played? Oh, Dakota Fanning? No, she played Cherry Bomb, right?
Scout Taylor Compton played me.
Yeah, I wanted to recast it. There's a bunch of girl comics that I tweeted, and you can look. I'll show them to you when we're done. Jen Kirkman should have played Joan Jett, and Amy Schumer should have played you.
Oh, God.
And I had Jim Florentine.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Jim Florentine is Jackie Fox. I thought that would have been...
Is Jackie Fox? I thought you were going to say Kim Fowley.
No, I wanted to play Kim Fowley.
Oh.
But I think Michael Sheen played him in the movie. A British guy played him, obviously, right? Kim Fowley was the guy
I don't know.
who got you guys all together. He was basically like Campbell, Malcolm McLaren.
Yeah.
But for girl punk bands in the United States.
Yeah.
He used to work in the sex industry. This guy was like a deplorable person, and somehow he managed to get a whole bunch of 16-year-old girls to go, "We're in." Is that the allure of like a shady guy? Like if like a nice guy approached you, degenerate children at that time, would you have been like, "Square, beat it"? Did you at that time need a guy like Kim Fowley with maybe a little amoral side to him to
well, he
make
gave
it more...
us the rap of a lifetime.
Yeah.
You couldn't refuse his rap. You're going to be rock stars. You're going to tour the world. You're going to make lots of money. You're going to meet all kinds of other rock stars, and you're going to play arenas, and you're going to be a superstar. And I just thought, fuck, how can I refuse this?
Right.
And at the time, I was just, barely 16 when we first started rehearsing and writing, and I couldn't say no.
It's amazing because, like, if I was Kim Fowler and I was talking to Mitch, I'd be like, "You're going to meet so many chicks," but like that's off the table with an all-girl band for the most part. So like so it's just rock stars. You guys are going to make a ton of money, and you buy in. At what point in the relationship with Kim Fowler do you realize, oh my God, like this is a horrible person?
I never thought he was a horrible person.
Oh, you didn't think he was a horrible person?
No.
I thought there was a whole bunch of, excuse me, as we play footsie
no.
under the table. I you know what? Between you and Rufus Wainwright, I'm not sure who I enjoyed playing footsie with the most. I just, there's so much detritus about him on the internet, about just, I believe everything I read on the internet. You should know that up front. But, so you never had any problems with him?
No, I really didn't. I lived with him for a short period of time.
With Kim Fowler?
Yeah.
But you had to, so then why did the band break up? Why did the Runaways break up? Is it the old Neil Young, it's better to burn out than to fade away? Because you guys burnt out quick. You burned bright, and then you were done. You were just done.
Yeah. Well, we grew up, We grew up. We were at the end of our teenage years, and we all realized, Joan and I both realized that we didn't want to stay in the same musical direction. We wanted to go in different musical directions. And the band was doing a lot of drugs at the time, and we just kind of fell apart. We weren't really a team at the end of the Runaways. Cherie had quit the band, and Joan was the lead singer, and we were going through bass players like toilet rolls. Mm-hmm. So we were done.
In my house, that's a lot of bass players.
Yeah, my house too.
I go a lot. Maybe I think it's all the coffee. If we get a coffee sponsorship, Matty boy, it's over.
Sharman!
You guys only, what was it, 3 years, start to finish? The Runaways?
No, it was about 5 years.
5 years?
75 to 1980. And then Cherie was in the band from 76 to 78. And then Jackie quit in 78. So Jackie and Cherie quit early and were replaced by Vicky Blue, and Joan took over the lead vocals.
How do you guys all have, these are all your real names for the most part? I don't think Joan's last name is Jed.
No.
But Lita Ford's your name.
Yes.
I know that I know.
Yes.
And like everybody else, like your guys' name, it's like central casting. It's almost like if you guys weren't the Runaways, the band in real life, they would have had to have made the movie The Runaways about 16-year-old girls that go out on the road and cause hell and do drugs and meet dudes and drink and play rock and roll and get famous.
That'd be pretty cool.
Any regrets of the band? All right, better not any regrets, because that's a bullshit corporate question, and you're better than that. Why not a Runaways reunion? Why not just get the living members together and go out and just make a ton of dough?
Having trouble with one member.
That you don't want to say?
Yeah.
I know it's Joan Jett.
You can ask her when you see her.
Who,
What the
Joan?
hell? Yeah. You can
Allegedly.
ask her.
We're saying allegedly.
It's
Could
Joan.
be Joan.
It is
Oh,
Joan.
really?
She's just not into
She's
it.
the alpha male.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. You said you were the alpha female. Maybe she's the alpha. Maybe doesn't need
She's
you guys.
the alpha male.
She covered Crimson and Clover real well. And Little
That's
Drummer Boy. What does she
hysterical.
need you guys for with original material? She's
I don't
doing
know.
covers.
Yeah, right? No shit.
But she's cool as hell. You guys are all cool as hell. Like I can't even say anything negative about Joan Jett because she's Joan Jett.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool.
I know you can probably because you spent 5 years of your life the best and worst. Is it the best and worst 5 years of your life at the same time?
No, it was never the worst.
Never?
No.
Then why you say that you grew up? That's why you guys broke up.
Well, it
But
was
if you
like
grow
going
up, let me
through
real quick-
college.
But I would say if you grew up, then you could see what Kim Fowler was telling you. You could see the end game of a ton of money and a ton of all that. And all we got to do is hold the line and hold it together. To me, growing up as a corporate sellout myself, personally, not you, me, is the end game is if we just keep this together, even if we don't like each other, we can take separate cabs home from the gigs.
We're teenagers.
Yeah, that's
You
really,
know?
it all comes down to that.
We were teenagers. We just wanted to rock and roll. But it just fell apart, Nobody was to blame. We all ended on good terms.
Yeah.
And Cherie and I just did a Christmas single together. Mitch and I wrote it.
Yeah, so you guys have a Christmas album coming out. And by the way, I want to hit
Single,
Lita Ford's,
not an album.
Oh, Christmas single. An original Christmas single?
Yes.
How paid would you be if that became just a Christmas song forever, like Mel Torme, like the Christmas song?
Hopefully damn well good.
What's the name of the song?
Rock This Christmas Down.
Rock This Christmas Down. Is it, everybody's doing the Christmas albums now. Like Bootsy Collins put one out, and everybody winds up putting one out, but it seems like you and Bootsy are the only ones that did original material.
I think Gary Hoey did too.
Yeah?
Yeah, he recorded something. I don't know what. I haven't heard it, but he told me he recorded something.
Well, when you hear it, come back and we'll
Okay.
insert. It's great. Or I didn't like it so much.
Awesome.
January 9th, Lita Ford at Whiskey A Go Go. Mitch, I assume you will be there.
I will be there too.
What kind of guitar are you using, my man?
We are using my favorite guitar in the world. I bought this guitar off the wall, brand new in 1978. It sat in a storage unit in SIR, New York, for about 10 and a half years. My manager calls me up and says, or my ex-manager says, "You want your guitar back?" I go, "Oh, that's where it is." Got the guitar back, and I've never put it down since. And it's a 1978 Les Paul Pro.
I'm surprised you're not using something off of, LitaFordOnline.com. She's selling guitars on the internet, and you just completely are biting the hand that feeds you, dude.
She charges me too much.
You're damn right she does. She's a businesswoman. How do you think she affords denim jackets for her chihuahuas?
I get them from my bass player.
The chihuahua's your bass player?
No.
But you said my bass player, and you held the chihuahua here, my bass player.
Jacket from my bass player. This was a gift.
Let me tell you something. If you could teach one of those chihuahuas to play bass, you don't need Joan Jett anymore.
Well, she can't play bass anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's only 4 strings. Is it easier to play bass than it is to play 6 strings, obviously? Or no?
Yeah.
Just totally different.
Yeah, I think
Mitch
so.
is violently shaking his head no.
No. It's kind of like NASCAR. It's easier to drive around the track, but to do it really well as fast as the fast guys do it gets tough. Same thing about bass. It's easier to play if you want to pick some notes, but we know how hard it is to find a bass player that you really like. You can find 100 guys who can hit the notes, but it's not what notes you're hitting, it's how you're hitting them.
It's how you're hitting them.
And Lita Ford in your band, you guys have become Spinal Tap with bass players instead of
We've got
drummers.
a great bass player with us now.
Who is it now?
Marty O'Brien.
Yeah, I never liked him.
Oh, Marty.
January 9th. January 9th, Lita Ford is at Whiskey A Go-Go. January 10th at the Hard Rock Cosell. You remember when he used to do Monday Night Football? I'm Hard Rock Cosell. Is that his name on the Flintstones? Hard Rock Cosell? Maybe. All right. Let me start this over. January 9th, Lita Ford, Whiskey A Go-Go. January 10th, Hard Rock Cafe, Vinyl in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
And then the very next night, this is cool, January 11th, is it M15 or M15?
N15.
M15. I want to make sure I get it right. And that's in Corona, California. We'll promote those hard. January 9th, January 10th, January 11th. Hollywood, get rallied. Vegas, a lot of Vegas people out there listen to the podcast. And Corona, California. You get to see Lita Ford at Corona, California. Do you know the name of the place in Corona?
M15.
Oh, it's right here. Well, I think I need sleep. My God. Mitch, what did you put in my drink? No, I don't. You said you like Kim Fowler and you still had no problems with him. But but anything I've read about the band and Kim was that there was verbal and sexual abuse from Kim to the band.
I didn't come out of my mouth.
No. All right. So is that just a contract buster? Like,
I wasn't there those days.
No.
Those were my days off.
Those are your days off?
Yeah,
do you think that's
sex lessons?
Were there sex lessons?
I didn't need them.
Did you hear about them from other members in the band?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So maybe it did actually happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was all a bunch of hooey and a way to break out of contract.
No.
Oy, Kim, come on. What are you doing, Kim Fowler?
Although I did live with him, and coming home one day, he would have sex on the table, on the dining room table.
But how do you have sex on a table? Like two
I
people
don't know.
having
He
sex?
had this thing where they would have sex, and then the table would collapse, and I guess that's when Kim got his rocks off. You know, I would just come home and go, "Hi, Kim."
Like a breakaway table? Like Chris Farley in The Motivational Speaker falling through a breakaway wall?
Yes.
That was like a joke to Kim Fowler, have sex and the
He
table
would have a
would give out.
breakaway table. And
Did the people finish?
I have no clue. I would run to my bedroom and close the door.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if the table broke, you wouldn't think like, wow, I really am the best at this. I just broke Kim Fowler's table.
No, I was never on the table with Kim. I don't think I ever ate off that table.
I hope not. Matty Boy, by the way, you just explained Matty Boy's deepest, darkest fantasies to make love on breakaway furniture. At The Real Hey Matty, or at Jay Mohr 37 is me. Are you on Twitter?
Yes.
At Lita Ford?
Yes.
No underscores or anything like that?
Yes, no.
Just straight up LITAFORD.
Yes, it is.
At Lita Ford. So when you guys listen to this, make sure you hashtag Mohr Stories. Let Lita Ford know that you dug her. And Mitch, are you on the tweet?
I am not on the tweet.
You don't need to be on the tweet. You're a rambling man, Mitch. I'm looking deep into your eyes, and you're like a combination.
I tweet for him.
You tweet for him?
Yeah.
He's like Joe Walsh and Dickie Betts if they gave birth to Chris Robinson.
That's cool.
How's that?
Well, I like that better than what he said about Marty.
No, I don't know anything about Marty O'Brien. You know what? No matter what name you said, I would have said that just for the joke.
Just for the joke.
So at Lita Ford, and don't forget, January 11th, M15 in Corona, January 10th, working backwards, Hard Rock in Vegas at Vinyl, and January 9th, Whiskey A Go-Go. And these will be full. So get tickets and get them early. Dollar Shave Club sponsors this fine podcast. Mitch, how often do you shave? You don't look like you're a hirsute man. You seem like that Jagger-esque body you have.
I actually just got rid of the beard this morning.
You had a beard? No, you're lying to me, Mitch.
I
You're too good at
had
it.
the beard.
You had the beard?
I did, yeah.
A lot of people think my wife has my beard. DollarShaveClub.com. These guys are the best. They deliver amazing quality razor blades that other bathroom goodness that you could use right to your door for just a couple bucks a month. No more shelling out $20 for blades. You don't have to unlock the razors. You ever go to the pharmacy or something and you like, could you unlock the
yes
razors for me? Like the homeless.
It's unbelievable.
Like, could you spare some change?
I
Get
just
me some
pry
razors.
open the plastic and stick my fingers in there and pull out a box.
You would do that.
Yeah.
That's a runaway. That's the behavior of a
Like,
teenage girl
fuck
staying
trying
out
to
all night that
find
doesn't wear a
somebody.
bra at school.
Come and unlock this thing, and it just is like, fuck
Well,
this.
women
It's a
can
razors,
also-
a packet of razors.
Women can also use Dollar Shave Club razors, Lita Ford. No more shelling out $20 for blades. No more painful shaves with worn-out razors. Everybody's getting their DollarShaveClub.com razors. Hand to God, won't promote anything I don't believe in. I can step out of the shower and just with my face wet, I can shave without shaving cream. They're that good.
Yeah, me too.
They're the best one. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why you have that clean, close shave?
It is.
I'm rubbing my face, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. I'm rubbing
Dollar
my
Shave
legs.
Club heard about the amazing mustache that I'm growing for Movember to raise money to fight cancer. So they reached out to sponsor me. For every one of you guys right now that sign up at DollarShaveClub.com and use the promo code J-A-Y, they're going to donate $10 to my Movember team, $10 to help fight cancer. That's cool as hell, you guys. DollarShaveClub.com. Shave time, shave money. DollarShaveClub.com. I know Mitch is going to get them pronto. It's a good sponsor.
Shave time,
I dig
shave
it
money.
a lot. Shave time. That's what the copy says right there. Shave time instead of save time. It's like a little pun. They make it funny and cute. Shave time, shave money.
Kind of like these guys.
Shave time
Funny
with
and
your
cute.
chihuahuas.
Oh, God.
I've never had a
What
podcast
razor
with this
do you
many
use,
dogs.
Susie? What razor?
What are your dogs' names?
This is, well, she's a Miami dog. We've got her in Miami.
So her name is Gloria Stefan.
Gloria Estefan.
Estefan.
I got her. She's a little Mexican dog, so I gave her a little Mexican name.
Well,
I
if she's
named
from
her
Miami,
after
she should be Cuban,
The
no?
Mexican pastry, but in Mexico they call her in Miami they call her churrito. You know the little chudos?
Lita, what's your dog's name?
Chudo.
Okay.
So in Miami they call her churito.
Chudo. Your dog's name is Chudo.
Chudo.
Chudo. Do you ever
Like-
blow pot smoke in her face?
Choosy, she's choosy. Oh, choosy, she's choosy.
Have you ever blown pot smoke in your dog's
I
face?
don't need to blow it in
and
their
watch-
face. The
and
house
watch-
is full of it.
And watch their butts go up in the air? Mitch has done it. You just grab like a schnauzer by the nose,
No.
watch his ass go up in the air.
No.
Never?
Why would his ass go up in the air?
Just because it's a funny thing to say.
Oh.
No real reason. I'm a comic, Lita. I don't know if they told you that on the
Yes,
way
they
in.
did. I read the memo.
This is not literal. Which one of your two dogs are most likely to get into your pot and have a day of it?
This rascal. That's why she's named Rascal, because she's a little shit. She's into everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Have they ever gotten into your pot?
I don't know.
Well, you would know because they would lick themselves until they bled.
Oh,
That's-
really?
Yeah. Ralphie May, comedian.
Well, then they may have, because they may have. We got these little toys around the house. You know, the little Bobos, they're long.
Oh, I thought you meant like
things.
Kim Fowler styles.
And they
I'm glad you
straddle them, and they're
clarified.
like,
Oh, they get
and
pumped
they're
up.
all over the house.
They get fired up.
They go from room to room and just have sex all day long, these dogs.
These two chihuahuas?
Yeah, they
I
bring them
dig
on
it.
the tour bus. They're everywhere, these damn things.
Well, they need to get their fix when they're on the road. I like that you're bringing your dogs on the road with you.
They
I like
get
it too.
exercise. You know, it's good for them.
Mitch,
It's
are you having
healthy.
sex on the tour bus with toys?
These dogs got way more action on the tour bus than any of the band.
That's true.
Why don't you just use one of the dog toys, Mitch, and hit that prostate? And just
You didn't see the dog toys after they were done with them.
Mitch destroying the dog toys. Ralphie May, comedian friend of mine, his dog, he had a boxer named Pimp, whose dog collar said, "Bitch better have my money." The dog's name was Pimp. And then he had another little dog named Hoochie Mama. And Pimp one day got into an eighth of grass and ate all of it. And he came home from a gig, and the dog was licking his balls, and they actually, like, he bled out. He didn't die. He was fine. But the dog couldn't stop licking his balls high and until they got
Why?
like biggest. Because he was. What would
a
you?
weird
What would you?
reaction
What would you
because
do
he
if you're
could.
high?
Eat, probably.
Eat what? I mean,
Balls?
if you could, yeah. Well, Lita Ford, ladies and gentlemen, at Lita Ford, hashtag eat balls. They will hashtag the shit out of you, too. These people that listen to this podcast.
Cool. Yeah, baby, eat balls.
I remember when you were really successful when I was in high school and we were both much younger, Kiss Me Deadly, and your poster was on every wall in every bedroom. Like every guy that listened to metal, you were like the broad that made the cut.
I get it all the time.
You transcended, it wasn't a girl playing guitar. Like, you fucking shred on guitar. Now, at what age did you pick up a guitar and realize, I'm really good at this? Or did you take guitar lessons, piano lessons? Like, how did it start?
No, I started when I was 11. And I took lessons for 2 weeks, and I went, fuck this. This guy's not teaching me anything exciting. I don't want to take lessons anymore. So I went home and taught myself. I put on my favorite Black Sabbath records, my favorite Jimi Hendrix records. And they were records. They were turntables, probably as long as this table, where the controls were over here, and the turntable was over here.
Yeah.
And I would go and I would push the needle back in the grooves and play the same part over and over again. So like 2 grooves, and I think I'd get it right back to the beginning of the solo. And I would work out the solo parts and the riffs, and I taught myself.
So your mom wants you to play Black Sabbath. You learned to play listening to Black Sabbath. Then you wind up marrying Tommy Iommi from Black Sabbath.
Isn't that weird?
That's got to be the nuttiest thing in the world. Do you tell Tommy
weird.
When you meet him, like, oh my God, when I was a little girl, I used to listen to your albums just to make him feel old?
No, he was my hero.
Oh,
he was my guitar hero.
You married your guitar hero?
Well, I was engaged. I never married him.
I apologize. You were engaged to your guitar hero.
Yes.
And
then I had a top 10 hit single with Ozzy.
Yeah.
Who was the lead singer of Black Sabbath. So it was kind of weird because they were the first band I ever saw play live.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you see him?
Long Beach Arena when I was 13.
A lot of shit going down in Long Beach in this episode. I dig it. Matty Boy, what's up?
I was actually engaged to my guitar hero, too. It was just because I had like 4/8 of grass that day. Just couldn't stop playing.
Oh, you were married to the game guitar hero?
Guitar Hero, yeah. Kind of similar.
Like
yeah.
Married to the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
These are jokes, Lita.
How do you marry a game?
No, it's a joke.
Don't worry
It's just
about it.
gags.
How do you have sex with a game?
Oh, Lita.
Oh, Lita. Lita. I don't know. Ask him.
You haven't seen my keyboard.
Hold on.
Why do you think they call it a joystick?
Oh, no, you hold on. You've earned that mic, Mitch. You've earned that mic. When you're on the road at 16 years old, is there like a lot of sex on the road? I mean, there's no shortage of guys in the audience. Because I'm watching you guys on YouTube and I'm like, these chicks are smoking hot. This is crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot of sex. Yeah, there was, especially towards the end of the Runaways and then in the early Lita days. Yeah, we got the creme de la creme.
Really?
But you know what was cool is because a lot of the girls in the Runaways were gay. So that left more guys for me.
Did you ever tell guys that they had to blow the roadie to get to you? Like, you know that old trick, like, you got to sleep with the roadies if you want to get to the real guys? And then there's a girl backstage, like Lita Ford's backstage, but like, sorry, you got to talk to Big Mike. You got to have sex with my roadie before you get to me.
Well, I didn't do the fans. I didn't do any of the fans.
Oh, you met rock stars like Kim Fowler told you would.
Yes,
and
I did.
You hooked up with the creme de la creme.
Yes, I did.
John or Paul? Which one? Which Beatle?
No Beatles, I don't think. No Beatles. I had to think back. No.
So no shortage, and it was going on a lot in the Runaways. I'm trying to go about this delicately because you guys were minors, and I don't want people to think I was a creep.
Yeah. No, there was a few guys that wouldn't have sex with me because I was a minor.
I would have been one of those guys.
And then I went back to them after I got of age and said, hey, I'm of age now. And they looked like hell, and I didn't want anything to do with them.
No. Who's the big one? Who's the big rock star that you wanted to have sex with that got away? Or who are you pining for now?
I don't think any of them got away.
Oh, my God. That's the best. So you just set your target, as Mitch said.
This is Hollywood, man.
The yellow center of the target, and you hit your target.
Yeah.
That's the best. And I guess if you're Lita Ford, you don't really need a rap. You're like, hi, I'm a beautiful blonde woman. I don't wear a bra.
I have a backstage pass.
I have a backstage pass, and I don't know if you've heard me play guitar, but I'm pretty fucking sweet. Lay down.
Drop your pants.
Drop your pants, or vice versa. Mitch, now, are you getting any spillage?
Not from her.
Lita spit out her water.
I almost spit my water.
You're like, Jesus, I can't have sex with the kid from Maroon 5 again. Mitch, fuck this guy already. I'm so
No,
tired
I
of
don't fuck
him.
my band.
No, not your band.
I don't fuck my band.
Other bands.
Oh, by the way, I quit.
Oh,
Mitch
okay.
is on fire. Mitch is hot tonight. Mitch, you got to get on Twitter. Or
We fuck
something.
each other on stage on guitars every night when we
Yeah,
play.
that's how you put it. Mitch calls it blue balls.
Oh.
You're like, no, it's like we're making love every night, Mitch. And he's back at the Holiday Inn Express punching his clown going, sure it is.
God gave him two great hands, you know.
Two great hands.
I can't make up my mind.
When you were in the, I'm going to keep going back to the Runaways. It's socially, I know we're going to hit Lita Ford a lot because, you're up and running. You're a headliner in your own right. And that's why you're playing these places. January 9th, Whiskey A Go-Go. You know what? That's going to sell out. You don't need me for that.
Yeah.
January 10th, Hard Rock in Vegas. Vegas is a weird town, but
Yeah.
the Warriors, that's what they've called themselves. They will unite and come see Lita Ford. And January 11th, M15 in Corona, California. And you got a ton of dates, and you're doing like meet and greet. Do you do meet and greets after the show?
If I feel like it, yeah.
Well, how does a fan know night of? Whether or
I'll
not
tell them while I'm on stage.
Really?
Yeah, I'll say, hey, we're going to play one more song for you. And after the show, I'll be signing autographs over there at that booth. So come on over. Say hi to me.
And how many times does that happen usually?
I do it a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
And even if it's like a 1,200 seat theater, you don't care?
No, I don't do it. If it's a little club, I will.
Yeah.
But if it's a large arena, I don't do it.
I was in San Antonio last Saturday at the Empire Theater, and I'm like, people are tweeting me like, do you do meet and greets at your shows? I'm like, hey man, all my shows are meet and greets. And the meet and greet was actually as long as the show.
Yeah.
They all just hang out.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is a
I
long
gotta
line
tell
for
you, she is the most gracious person I've ever seen. When she starts a meet and greet, she doesn't quit until the last person.
No, she doesn't
leaves.
quit until she sees a guy she likes.
Yeah, or that.
Your business depends on software, all your apps, your databases, your social media, everything. So the last thing you need is a problem with it. New Relic Software Analytics gives you powerful, real-time insights into your software so you can spot problems and fix them before they become big problems. Check it out free. It's free, you guys, for 30 days. Go to newrelic.com/radio. 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 Now more with Lita Ford.
You've never fooled around with fans? That's
One
like
time.
one time.
One time I did.
Go on.
One time I was signing autographs, and there was this guy that came up in a little pair of shorts. And I guess he was working construction or something, but he took time off from construction to come and get an autograph. And I was signing, and I saw these shorts. And I looked up and saw a belly button, and then I started looking up and saw this amazing looking body. And I went, what's your name? Can I have your phone number? So I got his number and I got his name, and I went home and I called him a couple of days later, and I flew him in from Sacramento, San Francisco. It was Northern
Are
California.
you sure he wasn't a gay guy? If he's wearing tight shorts and he's dressed as a construction worker?
No, he wasn't a gay guy.
You're like, not
So I
that
flew him
night.
in, and we had fun.
And then you fly him right out.
And then I fly him right out.
With
I
that
don't
Lita
remember his name.
With that Lita Ford money.
Yeah. I don't remember his name, though. He was just hot, and we just screwed around for a couple of days.
That's great.
Boy toy.
Boy,
But I don't usually do that. You know, that was kind of a weird one-off thing.
Yeah, so if you go see Lita Ford January 11th at M15 in Corona, California, don't be up there and... You know what? How about this? Every listener of this podcast, wear little short shorts, and Lita will know that I sent you. Little short shorts and belly button better be showing. You can wear your Mohr Stories podcast T-shirt.
And a mustache.
And a fake mustache, yeah. That's hysterical. We have...
on your lip, mustache should go.
Yeah, mustache. Are you a fan of the facial hair on your men or no?
I don't mind.
You don't mind at all?
Yeah.
I had a mustache for a movie once, and my wife said after a while, she goes, now I know why mustache rides are free. I said, why? She goes, oh my God, they have to be. That was the worst. Something about having a prickly face. didn't suit her.
I kind of like it. I think it looks good, that 5 o'clock shadow. I like it.
I'm not
I think
saying
it's
it doesn't
sexy.
look good. I'm just saying after a while, it might get a bit of a
scratchy.
Razor burn?
Yeah, a little razor burn, a little scratchy. And we're talking about, of course, facial hair.
Facial hair, yeah. Well, it's scratchy either way you look at it. If you trim the little pubes too close and they start to grow back, they get a little stubble.
Do you find it weird when a guy
underwear.
shaves? Yeah, it does stick. Do you ever find it strange when a guy shaves all of his pubes? Do you laugh him out of the room?
I don't like that.
Because I did it once and it looked like a rubber chicken.
It's
it was
weird.
disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like that. That doesn't turn me on.
But you also want like a guy that came out of the Pacific Northwest with like dreadlocks and braids down there and gum wrappers. You want a guy to trim around the edges.
Yeah. Well, clean. You want somebody
Clean.
who's clean.
Of course you do.
At least halfway.
Lita
I don't
Ford.
mind a little sweat.
Go to Lita. Wow. You know what? That's the name of your next album. I don't mind a little sweat. That's great.
I don't.
Slippery when wet can kiss my ass. That's way hotter. Lita Ford. I don't mind a little sweat.
Yeah.
That's a great one. LitaFordOnline.com. You can get all things Lita Ford. You have an exceptional website. I always go on the guest websites, and some of them are not so good. Mine is pretty good. Yours is like other level because you got the Lita Ford gear, you got your own guitars, you got everything, and your fans can buy all your stuff and all your info and stuff like that. So go to LitaFordOnline.com. However, you also have to go to JayMohr.com. Click the Amazon banner. I've been told clear your cookies. I still don't know what that means. Clear your cookies on your computer. Maybe clear your history, or I don't know what it means. Do you know what it means, Matty Boy? Mitch, hand the mic
What does
to
it mean, Matty?
I believe it means that each website that you go to, it saves a certain amount of your information so that when you revisit that website, that they kind of remember what it is you were tracking, what were you looking for, what purchases you made, such things as that.
So if I don't clear my cookies, go to jmohr.com and hit the Amazon banner, what would happen?
It might bring up Amazon directly. It might not include the Jay Mohr link.
Oh, that's of high relevance.
I believe so.
All right.
But I could be completely wrong and super stoned. So
Are you stoned?
No,
not at all.
Oh.
Those were the days, Lita.
I was going to say, you did it without me?
No, those
How
were
could
the
you
days.
have?
Lita Ford. Another great album title for Lita Ford. You did it without me?
You did it without me? You did it all by yourself?
Go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon banner, and you can buy all things Lita Ford. You can buy all of her albums. Which album do you make the most money off of if people buy it?
Well, right now we have the new live album, which is kicking ass. The Bitch is Back.
The Bitch is Back.
Yeah.
2012 that came out?
Came out just a few days ago. Last week.
What
on
came
the
out in
5th.
2012 am I thinking of?
Living Like a Runaway.
Living Like a Runaway. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's doing really well, too.
That's doing well.
Yeah.
But were you weren't so happy with the way that went out? That wasn't a Lita Ford album per se? It was
That's another album. That was Wicked Wonderland.
Yeah, a little too collaborative.
Yeah, that album.
So the bit Living Like a Runaway, that's a Lita Ford album.
It is.
So anybody wants to know the full wrath of Lita Ford shredding on the guitar and screaming her eyes out, it's Living Like a Runaway and now The Bitch is Back.
They're two badass albums.
So go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon banner, and buy all things Lita Ford if you wish. And a lot of podcasts, Lita, they have an Amazon banner, and people will tweet me and go, why should I use yours instead of this guy's or that guy's? So if you're wondering why you should use the Amazon banner on my podcast, jmohr.com, it's because I'm actually, I would not lie to you, I use all the Amazon money. It goes direct deposit to both of my sons' college funds. So some of these guys are buying like, Vietnamese fuck swings and getting their thing
I
going.
had one.
Come on.
I did.
You did not have one.
I did.
Who were you with when that was up and running?
My ex.
To remain nameless.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, is it something that actually when you're in it, you go, wow, this is way better than just fucking on a bed?
No, it was actually kind of a pain in the butt.
Seems like a lot of work. Like, I can't work a hammock. I have a hard time
Not
with a
literally,
hammock.
but...
Yeah, no, unless... I have a hard time with a hammock. Like, if I'm on vacation, I wind up, like, flipping over. So I can't imagine having to strap myself in, legs akimbo, and having somebody untie me from my Vietnamese sex chair. But you gave it a go.
Yeah.
I love that you're just talking about all this.
Yeah, we gave it a go.
You are a rock star. You don't give a shit. This is like what every guy...
No, I don't give a shit.
No, you don't give a shit.
No, I got lots of good stories.
How do you throw away a Vietnamese fuck swing?
The lawyers made us get rid of it
Yeah, but how? Like,
The
where
lawyers
do you
say,
take it?
clean the bedroom up. Get rid of those
Yeah, but I mean, you
things
can't just
and-
put it in like your trash can and let the trash
I don't
man.
know. I don't know where it went.
I've actually got a kind of a curiously funny story about
Yard
a Vietnamese
sale?
fuck swing. I had
Yard sale. All right, I'll give you the fuck swing and the incline bench for $400. That's my lowest.
Okay, the dildos. Who's taking the dildos?
Well, can I just have some of them, or do I have to buy them all as a set?
Oh, well.
Just give me the
It
white
depends
ones.
on. Yeah, right.
Oh no!
I don't think we had any black ones. I think we had pink, red, blue, glass. Glass ones are cold. You got to heat them up first.
With your crack pipe torch.
Yeah. No.
Real rock and roll. What's that dog's name? Cholo.
That's Choosy.
Choosy?
Choosy. Choosy! Get your ass over here.
Well, yeah, Sarah will grab the dog. Sarah, you brought
Sorry,
a crew
I'm
in
yelling
here.
into the microphone
No,
here.
we don't.
It's okay. My ears are fine.
That's
So how do you throw,
Churrito.
Matty Boy?
How do you throw one away? Well, first of all, I suggest that you install it properly, because that's not fun when it falls off the door frame.
You talk about breakaway table. What if the Vietnamese fuck swing falls out of the ceiling?
Did you, Mitch, tell him about the batteries on the rider for the batteries on the rider that I said was for the vibrators.
I remember that.
Why aren't you
but
telling me?
I don't remember that.
We were just starting a tour, and we had 9-volt batteries on the rider, and we went backstage, and Mitch says, "Oh, there's 9-volt batteries," and I said, "Yeah, those are for my vibrator," and Mitch says, "Vibrators don't take 9-volt batteries."
Mitch knows.
And I said, "How the hell do you know?"
He works at a D-cell battery plant.
He knew.
Do you put
I
that? What's the
remember
weirdest
now.
thing in your contract rider?
Pepperoni sticks for the dogs.
That's not that weird. If you have dogs, that's
Well,
pretty.
people
down
get
the
it
middle.
messed up. They think it's pepperoni, so they'll give us pepperoni, and then we get into the dressing room, and there's like little pieces of pepperoni, and I'm thinking, why is there pepperoni in here?
Everything in your rider is shaped
Nobody
like a
eats
dildo.
pepperoni. So our guitar tech
Nothing?
once had these little sticks, and we weren't sure if they were for people or for dogs. And he was eating them one day, and all of a sudden he looked at halfway through, and he looked at me and he said, "These are for people, aren't they?" And I said, "Shit, I don't know. Did you read the label?" Because we were getting all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
I put chocolate and strawberry douche on my rider once.
Did they deliver?
Well, their chocolate and strawberry douche doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, but they might create it in a lab someplace.
Well, I would
just for
get
Lita
vinegar
Ford.
and oil, or what do they call it? Vinegar and water, not vinegar and oil. That's for
Vinegar and
salad.
water, yeah.
But they would give
You
me
must be great at a
vinegar.
Oh, there's ranch. Nobody wants to see ranch.
No.
No, that's bad news up there.
No, but I just did it as a joke because they don't make chocolate and strawberry
Did they make
douche.
the attempt? And did you get the call?
Yes,
for the-
they would.
Okay,
They
that's
would
what I
make
wanna
the
know.
attempt.
And
you know,
gotta get the call.
You'd get like smell of spring flowers or some shit.
And do they go like, "Sorry, we couldn't find strawberry
And
and
I'm
chocolate
like, "Where's the
douche."
chocolate and strawberry douche?" Then we would
we
just
do have a nice smelling dressing room.
we
Yeah,
do. We
it
do.
smells like the salad bar at Olive Garden.
No. We have candles and flowers.
Candles and flowers. That's all. How many? Do you have a big contract rider?
It's pretty big. Yeah.
I got 3 things. 4 things. Pot of coffee. It's got to be.
Oh,
very-
absolutely.
It's got to be strong.
Yeah.
coffee.
Mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orange Gatorade, room temperature. A humidifier. That's naturally, if you're a singer, you got to get the humidifier, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then white socks. I need white socks. I read it off of Foo Fighters contract
You're
rider.
kidding me.
But here's the thing. When you walk out, Mitch is like, "What? You'll dig this." When you walk out on stage, anytime you put on, like they've never been out of the package before, and then you put on the white socks, and right when you walk on stage, all of a sudden there's a little spring in the step. It's brand new pair of socks. Boing, boing, like all spongy and fun. You got to try it. It's great.
Wow, that's weird.
I think you should go. That's not that weird.
That's weird.
You have chocolate and strawberry douche, and my
Oh,
socks
yeah,
are weird.
yeah. Well, that's clothing. That's like something you pack yourself.
Yeah, but I've never bought socks in the last 18 years.
Oh.
I just keep coming home from the road with socks.
I put vitamins on there because vitamins are expensive.
They are
I'll
expensive.
put a bottle of Maltese and a bottle of C's. So that way, if we just take the Maltese and take the C's at the gig and then we leave them there and we don't take them anymore, I know that there'll be more at the next gig.
Yeah.
So we get our vitamins.
That's smart. And you could buy vitamins at the Amazon link at jmohr.com. This guy says, JJ, my first of many Amazon purchases through your website. I would have started earlier, but I had to make Allison Rosen independently wealthy. She has a podcast on the Adam Carolla Network. She's a wonderful girl. First, by ordering through her website. All right, cut to what you got me. I love finally hearing Stuart Copeland do a long-form interview with you. Keep up the good work, and I hope you and Adam keep up the cross-pollination. That's not a euphemism for gay sex. Doc Mike. Adam Carolla and I are very good friends and brothers in podcasting. We do each other's podcasts once a month. Doc Mike bought a wetsuit. Look at this, Mitch. You'll dig that. Orca, men's Predator full sleeve wetsuit, black. It's a size 8. Yeah, right, Mike. Look at that, $700. Wow. He's helping out a lot. With tax, $759. Why is your tax on a wetsuit? Can a man buy a wetsuit without the government?
Not in California.
The government going in your pocket? That's from Doc Mike Totola. Much love to you, Mike. You want to hear another one real quick? These are fun. Hopefully they're going to buy Lita Ford stuff. Maybe they can buy pepperoni sticks. Or pepperoni sticks.
Pepperoni.
Forgive me, Lita Ford.
We have all kinds of goodies for sale in our store. We have
in
little
the
necklaces.
LitaFordOnline.com?
Yeah. Yeah, we have little necklaces, and we're gonna start belts. Are you hearing the grunting? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I dig it. No, it's fine.
That's the dog.
That's Mitch's stomach. All this talk about pepperoni sticks is getting him starving. Chocolate strawberry douche and pepperoni. He's like, grrr. What's up, Jay Mohr? That's what people call me because that's what Tracy Morgan calls me. Jay Mohr. I love Jay Mohr. What's up, Jay Mohr? I got this wine refrigerator from Amazon using the Jay Mohr link. I'm going to drink my wine and listen to the Jay Mohr podcast. Everybody has gay things. Sounds gay, drink my wine. No, that doesn't sound gay at all. It just sounds like a guy drinking wine. He's being a little hypersensitive, right? Either way, I'm not Sarah Brady Big, but keep spending. You rock, Brad. That's from Bradley J. Betts. Thank you, Brad. The Sarah Brady reference was a gal that bought like 6,000 more. It was upwards of 10 G's of televisions using the Amazon banner. So she's the high watermark for everybody to aspire to. That's nuts. It is nuts, but it's great. But now I want people to buy your things using my link. But you know what? I want them to buy them off your website. But if they're going to buy things on Amazon, Lita Ford anyway, tell me about your designing belts, Lita Ford belts?
Yes.
Are these for dogs or people?
No, they're for people. They're for people.
What about belts? You've never seen a dog in a belt.
Do you have a belt on? I got a belt. Did I wear it? No, I didn't wear one either. It's not the belt.
How come dogs never wear belts? Gets in the way of the nipples?
Because they have collars.
They have collars. Is a collar really the dog's belt?
Yeah.
It's hard to get a belt around a dog.
It's a neck belt. It is.
Necklaces on LitaFordOnline.com?
They're necklaces and then there's belts.
You design them yourself?
Yeah.
And what inspires you to say, I need to sell necklaces?
You just find something that's cool and find something that you think the fans would like. The necklaces are great for women, but you can also use them as a keychain. You know how guys wear the chains that hang down on their belts?
In their short shorts?
That go from their belt to their wallets. No, not in their short shorts.
That was a great story, Lita. I'm pretty sure you had sex with one of the members of the Village People that night.
He could have been.
Yeah.
He could have been. I don't know who the hell he was.
When you do these gigs, what cities have you been to that completely surprised you with how absolutely in love they were with Lita Ford?
Oh, boy.
Or is that just all of them?
Phoenix was pretty...
I like Phoenix, too.
How about Corpus Christi last year?
Now that's my stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, my grandmother was Miss Cisco.
Oh, really?
And my mother was raised in Odessa. But Corpus Christi used to have a college. One of the few places where college went out of business. The Corpus Christi Tarpons. Now it's a defunct university. But in Corpus Christi, they get their medal on in Texas.
There's some hardcore fans in Corpus Christi. My God. Really hardcore fans. And then the other night, we just played Hermosa Beach in this little club. And there's some really diehard Lita fans in the Hermosa Beach area. But I don't know where they came from. I don't think they lived there. I think they drove in from different areas.
Brea. They drove in from other parts of Orange County.
Alaska.
Lawndale.
Drove in from Florida.
Yeah, Lawndale?
Lawndale.
Well played, Mitch. Well played. So you're on tour and you're not slowing down. You got the Christmas single,
Yeah.
Rock This Christmas Down.
Yeah.
And you made that with Mitch?
Yes.
And who else is on that?
Cherie Curry from the Runaways is singing it with me. It's a duet.
So why don't you and Cherie just go out as the Runaways and just have Joan Jett sit on the side and watch you guys make love to a pile of money?
We just might do that.
So she is the holdout.
She is the holdup, and I'm being honest. I love Joan. I love her, and we want her with us.
Why doesn't she want to do it? Has she ever said to you, this is why I don't want to do it?
Her management doesn't want her to do it.
Why?
You'd have to ask them that.
Well, give me your phone. I'll call them. DollarShaveClub.com. These guys are the best. They deliver quality razors right to your door. They deliver them. You never have to buy razors again. I stand by this product. I put my name on it. These are the best razors I've ever used in my life. When I met this guy and he told me he was going to have a Dollar Shave Club and he was going to do razors, I thought he had rocks in his head. And then I used them. Oh my gosh, I'm not kidding. They're great. No more shelling out $20 for blades. No more getting them unlocked from razor jail at the pharmacy. Everybody here is getting their Dollar Shave Club blades. You should too. Get this. Dollar Shave Club heard about the amazing mustache me and all my friends are growing for Movember to raise money to fight cancer. So they reached out to sponsor me and the Mohr Stories podcast. For every one of you right now that signs up at DollarShaveClub.com and you enter the promo code J-A-Y, they're going to donate $10 to my Movember team to raise awareness for men's health. Think about that. Prostate cancer, testicular cancer, all that stuff that affects everyone we know. They're going to kick it out. DollarShaveClub.com. Shave time. Shave money. DollarShaveClub.com. Go there. Enter the promo code J, and you can make a difference. Thanks, guys. Why don't you call her manager, and I'll do a care. I'll call us Christopher Walken.
And that's
I'll
a
do
different email.
Do you have her manager's phone number?
I don't. I don't. My manager has her manager's phone number.
If you get it to me, I will call him as Christopher Walken.
Oh, wow.
And say, look, you have to get the Runaways back together. It's a band that needs to reunite.
I love Christopher Walken.
Yeah, well, I got news for you. I saw your website. I like your necklaces.
Oh, God. You're
Women
such
love
just like him.
Women loved
God.
Christopher Walken. We did a movie with him, and every woman that was on the set was like, oh, my God, I didn't know he was that hot.
He's hot.
He
I've
is
always
hot,
thought
right?
he was hot. Yeah.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
a good dude in real life. LitaFordOnline.com. Go see your January 9th Whiskey at Go-Go January 10th, Hard Rock in Vegas, January 11th, M15 in Corona, California. But make sure you tweet her at Lita Ford and let her know you heard her here on Mohr Stories. We'll get the photo up of Lita Ford wearing her fake mustache, repping Fake Mustache Studios. You can go to fakemustachstudios.com. And Sarah Kazi, anything you want to promote? Any money management?
Sarah.
Any hedge funds? Should we get in on that?
I can't be doing that. I can't be doing that.
No?
It's
She's
the
here to
star is
support
here.
me.
All right. You don't need support. You're a front. You know, they say, like, who's one of the best front men of all time? Who's your favorite front man of all time?
Mick Jagger.
Rhea?
Yeah.
I was listening to, it wasn't until I heard the Crows covering the Rolling Stones, and somehow Luther Dickinson from North Mississippi All-Stars or North Alabama All-Stars?
North Alabama.
Hold that up tight, buddy.
North Alabama.
So Luther Dickinson and North Alabama All-Stars, I thought Mick Taylor riffs were just like Mick Taylor, that's it. And when they do Can't You Hear Me Knocking, like Luther Dickinson just, and it's nothing to it. And then Chris Robinson comes in and you go, oh, where's Mick?
Yeah, there's nobody like Mick.
I'll go Freddie Mercury. I'll one-up you.
Yeah.
For a guy to be
Yeah.
that gay.
Yeah, Freddie's
Name
awesome.
the band Queen
Yeah.
and have a bunch of mullets that want to like have sex with the Runaways going, yeah, rock and roll. But Mick, that's your favorite frontman of all time.
Yeah, I love Mick.
Have you met him?
No.
No?
I've never met Mick.
How old is Mick now? 101? 102?
No, I think he's like 70-something.
Do you still have to have sex with Mick Jagger just for the story?
I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have his number?
I don't.
I'll call him as another character.
I don't.
I'll do Pacino. I'll do some other wacky character for
Let's
you.
see. Whose number do I have?
Mick Jagger, who out of the rock gods that you have not betted, who is Mick number one on the list?
Yeah.
What about Bowie?
Yeah. Bowie, Steven Tyler. I like big lips.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd love my son. I'll show you a photo of my baby boy. He's got his mommy's big lips.
Well, I can't do your son.
No, I don't want you to have sex with my son. I'm just saying you'll think. You know what? That did sound awful when I said it. You'd love my son. Huh? Matty Boy's my son, but you don't have big, juicy, thick lips like young. My
but
son.
he's very, very cute.
He's like a Johnny Depp if
very cute.
Johnny Depp never wore a scarf. That's so Mick Jagger. That's the guy. Is that the one? If you had to write down one name and seal it.
Yeah, Mick.
And you got to do it just for the story.
Yeah. Can you set me up?
I wish I could. I don't know any Stones.
I don't either. I met Keith and I met Woody. That was years and years and years ago in London. They were in rehearsal. But I met Steve and I know Steven.
Steven tweeted me. I told you off mic. He tweeted me to do the podcast. He's
okay, so you got to get us both on here.
All right. Oh my God, love is in the air. Lita Ford, you are the real deal, and I like it. And you can slam shots and drink beer and smoke reefer and play guitar with any motherfucking man out there. And you know it, don't you?
Yeah.
I love it. And I think that's part of why people dig, and you'll always have an audience is because you don't put on any airs. You're not like, oh, wow, I'm so lucky you guys are here. You're like, fuck that, I rock. Throw the joint. Fuck that, I rock. See me at M15 in Corona, says Lita Ford. I will be at the Brea Improv, not as glamorous as playing guitar in a rock band, but I'll be doing stand-up comedy. Brea Improv, come see me at the Brea Improv November 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And if you're asking, is there a night you get a bonus? Yes, the 24th. Come Sunday and I'll get paid in full.
I'll be there for the bonus.
You want to come?
I'd love to.
Are you in town?
I'm in town the 23rd.
Well, that's a Saturday. That's easy. I'll set you guys up.
Awesome.
Mitch, you going?
I'm going.
We're going.
Look at me. I like a man that conditions his hair, Mitch. You're all right. Mitch
He
is
has
cool as
to.
that. He's got the Zoso t-shirt on. He's ready to roll. I love it. Where are you from, Mitch?
Yeah, long story. Born in New York, grew up in London, lived out here a long time now.
And what did I say? You were like, if Joe Walsh and Dickie Betts had a child and it was Chris Robinson.
Hey, you did say that.
I think that's pretty accurate.
I'm going to have to take the 3 pictures, put them together, and see if I agree with that.
It's you. But Joe Walsh is definitely in your
I
in your
love Joe
timeline.
Walsh. I love him.
He's a good
so
dude.
Great.
And let's be honest, Joe Walsh, the Eagles weren't shit till Joe Walsh joined the Eagles.
Yeah.
They did this Eagles documentary about, we just wanted to make rock. Glenn Fry's like, we just wanted to make rock and roll. I'm like, you didn't make fucking rock and roll. You made Hotel California. When Joe Walsh came in, then you were making...
Maserati does 185.
That's rock and roll. But that was Joe Walsh.
That's not the Eagles.
That's Joe Walsh solo.
I lost my
How about the James
license.
Gang, Funk
Now
48?
I don't drive.
That's rock and roll, bro. That's what's
Walk
up.
away.
I'll tell you what's up. Walk away. Don't get me started on the James Gang. I was so high once driving home from Montreal to Manhattan. I was doing a movie and I said, I'm going to go back to my apartment. I rented a car, 6-hour drive. And we bought pot, and there was pot with PCP in it and pot that was regular.
Oh, my God.
And some of the cast were just very happy with that. And I, bit of a lightweight, was like, I can't do it. So I crushed a J on my way right when I crossed the border, and I'm driving through upstate New York, and I was so high that I was only, this is true, absolutely true, I talk about it in my stand-up, I was only listening to the James Gang, Rush, the Police, Nirvana. I was only listening to trios. Because in my mind, I can't put Pearl Jam in. There's 5 guys in the band. They're never going to fit in my stereo. I thought, like, that's how high I was. So I just,
my God.
What
That's
happened
true.
when it came to Meatloaf?
I didn't know Meatloaf when you're high. It's bad news. You hear Phil Rizzuto talking. You think you're at a Yankee game. It's all freaky. Let me sleep on it. It's too freaky. So, yeah,
That's
no, I was
hysterical.
listening to the Police, and then I was tripping balls, and it was snowing. And I thought it was like hyperspace. I didn't know what snow was.
Damn.
And it was a DUI checkpoint. And I pulled over, and the cop told me, go, because it wasn't a DUI checkpoint. It was just one lane with a cop. And I made the rest of the shit up in my head. Like, I convinced myself that I was going to jail because I don't have a license for driving in hyperspace.
Oh, my God.
So, Lita Ford.
I got a speeding ticket the other day.
Why? How fast were you going in your Maserati?
22 miles over the speed limit.
That's not what, in a residential, past the school, through the playground?
No, I was on the toll road. I was driving down in San Diego.
You're such an Orange County
I got
lady.
pulled over, and I was taking my friend back to San Diego because we just did a show down there. So I was taking her back to her car, which she left in San Diego, hopped on a plane with us and went to Phoenix, and then we played Hermosa Beach. And after Hermosa Beach, I had to take her back to San Diego.
Why are you doing all the work? You're the boss.
Well, I had the car, so I just got a new car.
It's just like being back in the Runaways.
So I was I know
You're
it
the only one
is.
old enough to drive.
It is. I
Lita's
love
in charge.
We went out with Rat a couple months ago, or what? A couple months ago.
About 2 months.
And I was driving the rent-a-car, and Stephen Piercy gets out of the car, and he comes over and he says, "You're driving?" And I said, "Yeah. You got a problem with that?"
I think you probably take Stephen Piercy.
Said, "Nope, no problem."
No problem. He just wanted to promote his book and keep the show rolling. Lita Ford, come back anytime.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we'll stay in touch. We'll
see you on the
exchange
23rd.
numbers, and I'll see you at the Improv and Whiskey a Go Go January 9th. Is looking real good.
Yeah, it's going to
Do
be
you have an opening
hot.
act that you know of?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you pick your opening acts?
Sometimes. Yeah.
A lot of musicians I speak with in this garage, they go, usually it's the person with the least talent possible.
And the most money.
Really?
And buy onto the bill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Mitch,
that's
breaking
true.
it down. Really?
Yeah, that's true. It depends. If it's a tour.
Unless you're the Stones and you have, Guns N' Roses opening for you, that probably costs the
Yeah.
Stones a lot of money.
Well, maybe. Not a lot for
You
them.
know what's cool? No opening act. Lights go down. Lita Ford walks out on stage. Kiss my ass. I'm here. Let's get going.
You know what was cool is Elton John. I went to go see Elton John in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and he had these two young guys on cello that came out, and they rocked. They were playing AC/DC and U2 and all this heavy metal on Guns N' Roses on cello.
On cello.
And then the two guys, nobody else on stage, these two from Croatia, really handsome-looking guys. Of course, Elton John's got some hot guys looking,
And, of
walking
course,
around.
if you're watching them.
Hot-looking guys walking around. But the two cellists broke into AC/DC, and then all of a sudden the drummer starts, and then the rest of Elton John's band comes on and joins them, and the cellists just stay during the entire set for Elton John. So it's not really an opening act. It's just...
That's really cool. That's integration.
Yes. It's very cool.
Maybe you should get like a flute player or a flautist.
Yeah.
Or some weird instrument.
Something freaky,
A
like
kazoo.
an electric violin or a
kazoo.
xylophone.
Get
or
some
something.
Chinese phenom violin child to go. You don't need an opening
A
act.
kazoo?
Yeah, or a comb with wax paper that we used to play as kids.
A Hummer.
A Hummer, yeah. Just have somebody hum. I like it a lot. But when you say it, I'm not sure because you're highly charged, Lita Ford. This is great, as you should be. You're a rock star, and you've earned every damn moment
Yes,
of your
I
time
have.
in the limelight. And Mitch, I'm fired up. You're doing all these dates?
All these dates will be there.
Who was the hardest person you've ever toured with, Mitch? Who was somebody real? You know what? I don't want you to throw anybody under the bus. You know what? Because those people are going to call you. Again.
I'm not
I know
the
how it
hardest.
works. She's not the hardest?
No.
You know what? This is one of the nicest. I mean, this whole band, we've known each other for a long time.
Except that O'Brien
even
guy.
the crew working with us.
Marty's the best.
I'm just kidding. I'm
He's
sure
the
Marty's
best.
kidding. I love you, Marty
And Bobby
O'Brien.
Rock, too, our drummer.
But you have a drummer named Bobby Rock?
Yeah, man.
Is he on the
he's
Flintstones?
bad to the bone.
And you can't forget our great crew.
Yeah.
Doogie, whose first gig was working with the James Gang.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. Yeah. We got a great
We're giving
great
shout
band.
outs to the roadies now?
Yeah. Yeah, man, we're a family.
It's a family out.
And how long have you guys all been together as one unit?
Mm.
It'd be great if she's
I
like
don't
10
know.
days.
No, June 2012 was our first tour.
So this is the crew you want to ride into the sunset with?
Yeah. Yeah.
Joan Jett, we're going to turn her around. I'm going to barrage her.
All right.
I'm going to call us Christopher Walken. I'm going to
I
call
can't
us Al
believe you just
Pacino.
left that message
I'm
on
gonna
her.
call us
He
Harvey-
literally left a message on Joan Jett's answering
I'm going to call
machine.
us
That
Harvey
was
Keitel.
not a joke.
I'm going to call us Tracy Morgan. I'm going to call us every celebrity. I'm going to call us Norm Macdonald.
Okay, I'll leave you her number before I go.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
gonna oh, Joan. You got to get the Runaways.
We've got fans calling her management company that want the Runaways back together.
You think she would do the podcast?
I have no clue. It's up to her managers.
She strikes me as lead singer syndrome, no? Little bit? Little bit? Lead
Yeah.
singer syndrome?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Mitch? Don't throw anybody under the bus. This is what I've learned in music. And we talked about it.
What were we talking about again?
We were talking about the fact that Joan Jett is such a valuable piece of the rock and roll community. And it would be great if Joan Jett would tell her management, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Runaway tour.
Yeah.
Because it's high time you guys got your due.
Yeah.
Are you guys in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No.
And you never saw the Runaways movie?
We should be. We've been offered.
You were offered
We
to go
were
to the Rock and Roll Hall of
offered.
Fame and you
Yeah.
turned it down?
Well, we couldn't get us all together.
You also turned down the Surreal Life.
Yeah.
That was a very smart move.
Thank you.
By the way, sometimes the biggest, most successful decisions you make are the ones you just say no to. You don't want to be in a house with fucking Webster and MC Hammer
No, I
making chicken in pairs. Like, hey,
No.
isn't this nuts? And you know what? If you were on a Surreal Life, people would have went, "Why is Lita Ford on the Surreal Life?"
Yeah. No, that was bad timing.
So Hollywood Walk of Fame, you guys were going to get... No, you guys were going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but you actually... The fucking Mick Taylor and the Rolling Stones got their act together.
I know.
Every single band... Every band...
Sabbath. Look at Sabbath.
Yes,
Look how great
Sabbath
they're doing.
got Bill Ward to work for 2% of the gross, to agree, to go to Cleveland, to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Tony's got cancer, and
you guys
Ozzy's got
couldn't-
teleprompters, and
Yeah.
you know.
Well, they
I
all
mean,
do now. Mick has to read "Start Me Up" off the teleprompter
does
because of
he?
the complex rhyme scheme.
Oh,
Start me
I
up,
understand.
Start me up, start me up. If you start me up, I'll never start. Start me up.
Well,
start
that's
me up.
confusing.
I was being very sarcastic later.
That's confusing. Well, sometimes I can't remember if it's lightning or thunder on songs. There's thunder in the distance or there's lightning in the distance.
You know what? Both work.
They both
So
work.
Don't worry.
I know.
I don't want you to ever think that.
But
on
then there's
stage.
lightning at my window or thunder at my window.
I think
and our two styles just really, really fall together. We know each other so well. We can kind of look at each other and know what's going to go on, know where if somebody veers a little bit off course, it's no big deal because the other can catch the other.
Is it like?
We got each other's back on
Is
stage.
it like a duel sometimes, like Keith and Ronnie Wood, like where they kind of duel back and forth, that sword play, or is it like
It is.
one? Is there a definitive lead and a definitive rhythm?
I'd call it more a duet than a duel because we're not trying to blow each other off the stage. In fact, that's part of what makes what we do work is that everything we do towards each other seems to be complementary to the other.
Yeah.
Not trying to go, hey, you can't play this, ha ha ha.
Right.
It's more like I love the way she hears stuff and vice versa.
Yeah.
And we, I kind of call it, it's like when you shoot at a target, you aim at the yellow bullseye. There's, a lot of different people, there's a lot of different targets you can aim at. We're always seeming to aim for the same target.
Yeah.
That's cool. And right before you got here, Lita was telling us about her Italian mother, saying, "Oh, Lita, the Black Sabbath, I love it."
Yeah,
like I've never
yeah.
heard of a mom that cool. Like, your mom really dug heavy metal that much?
She was so cool. She never questioned me when I came home at 4 a.m. She never said, you smell like cigarettes and alcohol. Where have you been? She would never ask me. I would just pass her as she was going to work and I was going to bed. She was.
What about where does school
100%
fit in? Because you were a teenager.
Supportive. Yeah. I went to school every day. When I got out of school, I would go from Long Beach. I would drive south an hour to pick up Sandy, the drummer, in Huntington Beach. And then the two of us would drive up to North Hollywood to rehearse. And then I would take her home to Huntington Beach, drop her off, and then drive back to Long Beach, go to bed by midnight, and then get up the next morning and go to school.
Why? Did you wear like rock and roll clothes to school?
Nah, I wore jeans and T-shirts.
And you were a Long Beach kid.
But I would always get in trouble because I never wore bras. So I was always being sent to the nurse's office. My dad would have to bring me a bra to school.
Is that a medical situation?
I just hated them.
This 15-year-old isn't wearing a bra. We better call in a doctor.
Well, I had big boobs.
What creeps?
So I think the teachers were getting hard-ons or something.
Long Beach Public School. Send her to a doctor because she's not wearing a bra. We know just the remedy for that. Of course, Cherry Curry, Joan Jett, Jackie Fox, Sandy West, and Jackie Fox, rest in peace.
Sandy West.
Sandy West?
Yeah. Jackie's not dead yet.
Well, you didn't hear? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Apparently, you're dead. I typed in Lita Ford,
Yeah,
and
I'm dead too.
It said Lita Ford dead.
Yeah, I've died a few times.
You
this
died
year.
November 13th on a jet ski accident in Turks
Yeah.
Caicos.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
For a dead rock and roll goddess. You look
Thank
good.
This is the best looking zombie in America right now.
I'll say, Ozzy has to bite the heads off of bats. You just sit at home comfortably and let people wrall write that you're dead.
comfortably dead.
How surprised were people the next night when you walked out on stage not dead?
It was pretty awful, actually, when I died the first time. I think it was a couple
How many times have you died on internet hoaxes?
I usually die once a year.
What is it about you that they pick you in the death pool? I got you living a long time. I'm looking at you. You look good. You're in good spirits. You look pretty healthy.
I have a freaky ex-husband that likes to... I'm not sure that it's him, but I would bet.
Media, everything. So the last thing you need is a problem with it. New Relic Software Analytics gives you powerful, real-time insights into your software so you can spot problems and fix them before they become big problems. Check it out free. It's free, you guys, for 30 days. Go to newrelic.com/radio. 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 Now more with Lita Ford.
All right, so Mitch, Lita Ford's guitarist, has settled in. There's now 14 dogs in your lap. The dogs love Mitch. You have animal magnetism, man.
He is.
Hold the mic real close to your mouth when you talk, just because they're not expensive mics.
I got you.
How long have you two been playing together?
Oh, boy.
That's kind of we've known each other for 30 years. I mean, a long time. And we've played together since we first met each other, but we haven't really done it officially until the last 2 years.
How many times has it happened where somebody who, you're a solo act, Lita, and then, but Mitch, you've said many times, and through correspondence with powers that be, it's like she's bringing her guitarist. Like, Mitch is your guy.
Yeah.
Like, how do you settle on that? What is it about a guitarist that you're like, I don't really want to be on stage with anybody else except Mitch? Mitch is the guy that completely gets what I'm doing, considering you're a vicious guitarist yourself. What is it that he does?
Well, I'll tell you what it is.
Your voice changed, Lita. No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
I told you I was a little hoarse
You're a little
today.
hoarse. Mitch, what is it? How do you become someone's personal guitarist?
You know what? There's a natural feel, in how you learn how to play guitar, what you listen to when you're growing up, what you like. You have a way of attacking a guitar, and everyone has one,
Now, do the bands have to sign off on that?
I don't know.
Well, you might want to find out.
These were Christmas gifts for
How
the
great
dogs.
would it be if you found a stray dog and was wearing a denim jacket that just said "Runaway"?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Or Cherry Bomb or something.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb.
That'd be killer.
Literal runaway wearing a runaway denim jacket.
That'd be so cute. I have to take him home.
Naturally, especially if you had the denim dog thing. So you got a bunch of dates I want to get to early coming up in January, and you guys, Lita Ford, by the way, you're it. I think you're the most genuine article of any heavy metal. Certainly, I don't want to separate the men from the women, but the fact that the Runaways, that you guys were up and running and on the road at 16 years old, there's nothing more punk than that. There's nothing more metal than that. You were the embodiment of anti-establishment. What were your parents thinking, letting you go on the road at 16 years old to other countries and other states?
They weren't.
They weren't?
They weren't thinking.
Were you a runaway?
No. I had great parents. My parents were so supportive. My mother had this really thick Italian accent, and she would say to me, "Oh, Lita, the Black Sabbath is so nice. Play the Black Sabbath for me. Oh, and the Black Magic Woman, Santana. Play me the Santana one more time.
You're
on the
Italian.
Judas Priest. Oh, Lita, and Alice Cooper.
It's
He's
the
so
coolest
nice."
mom I've ever heard of in my life. My mom's listening to Glenn Miller, Little Brown Jug.
Hey, who's that walking in?
Is this Mitch, your guitarist?
Yes.
Everybody's coming. Hey, Mitch.
Hey, Mitch.
How are you, buddy? Welcome aboard. Oh, Jesus Christ. How are you? Grab some pine over here.
Your business depends on software. All your apps, your databases, your social...
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us. Hey, man!
Lita Ford, Queen of Rock and Roll, brought dogs with her. Big wolfhounds wearing doggy sweaters.
They're heavy metal denim jackets.
They look cool. It's a Chihuahua, and this guy's like a Chihuahua mix, or is he all Chihuahua too?
No, she's Chihuahua.
She?
Yeah.
She's a little butch to be a she.
She's long hair.
Is she a lesbian?
Yeah.
Your dog?
Yeah, she screws her little...
She took umbrage with that.
Lesbian?
The dog got mad.
Good girl.
There's nothing wrong with that, my love.
Whoa. Good girl.
Lita Ford is on Mohr Stories right now, and there are like 14 dogs in my garage. I got my dogs, Lita's dog, her business manager, Sarah, Matty Boy's got his dog here. It's a damn dog party, and but your dog's wearing sweaters. It's nice and warm. And when your guitarist...
Denim jackets.
Denim jackets. But it's like instead of
heavy
black,
metal denim jackets.
I like it because it doesn't look like jokes. Like it looks like Slayer, but instead it says slobber.
Yeah,
and I like it.
Megapet.
Yeah, Megapet instead of Megadeth.
Ozzy Posborn.
Ozzy Posborn.